All right, let's get this out the way.
Welcome to another episode of Houston's Home Automation.
So, the voice assistant speakers. In the world of smart voice assistants, you have your Alexas, you have your Googles, and you have your Siris. But one major thing that these voice assistants have a problem with is they take up desk space. Each one of these assistants takes up some sort of real estate, whether it's in your bedroom desk or your kitchen or even your office space. But one thing Samsung's Bixby's always tried to do is to hide its voice assistant in different appliances. Hi, Bixby. Hi, Bixby. Which brings me to this. The Samsung Music Frame is a speaker that Samsung turned into a picture frame, essentially. It's got 3 inputs, one for power, one USB classic A port, and one digital optical port, where the USB A port is for it to be used for smart things, which basically gives it a Zigbee radio so it can be used as a full smart things hub. It can be hung from the wall like I showed you, or it comes with this picture frame stand which attaches at the bottom so it can display an interesting piece of art while taking up even more shelf space than the rest of those assistants. The front part of the picture frame comes out so you can change the picture with anything that you might have laying around. So it doesn't come with a remote. It basically is a Bluetooth speaker with a voice assistant in it. You can either have the Bixby voice assistant or the Alexa voice assistant. There are controls on the side for the volume up, volume down, power, mic on, and turning the mic off. And finally, this thing cranks to an insanely loud volume. Great bass, great treble, great mids. It's a really good speaker for what it is. So now I'm going to get into my likes and dislikes about this Samsung frame speaker. You can just simply tap your phone against, when it works, there you go. You can tap your phone against the frame to use it as a Bluetooth speaker in a hurry.
Now connected to Zenith Transport LLC.
Shoot me to the ground.
Okay, so one of my likes about this speaker is its integration with Samsung SmartThings. We all have too many smart home apps on our phones, and I like how this is interoperable with Samsung, and it's a way that you can buy more Samsung products. They know what they're doing. One thing that I don't like is the equalizer, where it only gives you 2 channels instead of your mids and the rest of the channels on normal equalizers. It only just gives you bass and treble. One of the things that I also like is that it pairs with the soundbar and the Samsung TV to make a sort of hidden 7-channel home theater system. This setup is really cool for a lot of people who put home theaters in basements. Another thing that I don't like about it is the voice assistant. I hate to say this, but Bixby on this is unfinished, and I'm going to show you how in a sec. So real quick, what we're going to do is a simple test. I'm going to ask the Miss A simple question that a smart speaker should answer. Alexa, what's the weather going to be today?
In Levittown, it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 48 degrees.
Simple enough. And now Bixby. Bixby, what's going to be the weather today?
There aren't any weather services available.
You get my point. So all in all, I do think that it's a great addition to anybody's entertainment center or speaker system. I wouldn't buy it for the price that Samsung wants at $400 though. You do a lot better to get it discounted at a Best Buy or on eBay for some sort of deform. So in closing, I really think that this thing is quite genius. I do think it was a bit of a missed opportunity for this to be maybe even a digital photo frame with maybe a clock and night mode. That would be nice, rather than just having this piece of paper essentially go over the front of it. And I think it's quite genius to have the Samsung Hub integrated within this and other Samsung appliances to save space and be more efficient in that light. Samsung is really, really clever for that. Because at the end of the day, a smart home is supposed to be out of the way, in the background, inside of appliances, rather than be so obtrusive and in the way. So, thanks a ton for listening to me. I've been Patrick Houston of Houston's Home Automation, and this has been my quick and dirty review of the Samsung Music Frame. Take it easy, guys.